The Italian Mafia and the Russian Mafia are both powerful criminal organizations that have been active for many years. However, they operate in different parts of the world and have different cultures and traditions. So what are the main differences between them? Keep watching to find out more. Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the most intriguing and up-to-date true crime content from around the world. Today we will be discussing how the Italian and Russian mafias are different. So if you're interested in learning more about these two criminal organizations, make sure to watch the video until the end. But before we get started, do want to forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss any of our latest updates. Now let's get into it. The Italian Mafia and the Russian Mafia are two distinct criminal organizations with significant differences between them. Let's delve into the details. The Italian Mafia. The Italian Mafia, also known as the Cosa Nostra, is a well-known criminal organization that originated in Italy. It has deep roots in Sicilian culture and has been active since the 19th century. The Italian Mafia is characterized by its hierarchical structure and strict code of conduct. Members of the Italian Mafia are often involved in various criminal activities such as extortion, drug trafficking, and gambling. They operate primarily in Italy and have a strong presence in the United States, where they have engaged in activities like loan sharking and illegal betting. The Italian Mafia is known for its influence in politics and business and has been involved in numerous high-profile cases of corruption and money laundering. The organization has a long history, and its members are often deeply embedded in the communities. They operate in making it difficult for law enforcement to infiltrate and dismantle it.
The Russian Mafia.
The Russian Mafia is a criminal organization that emerged during the collapse of the Soviet Union in Russia. It is a loose network of crime groups that are involved in a wide range of criminal activities, including racketeering, human trafficking, and arms dealing. Unlike the Italian Mafia, the Russian Mafia is not as structured, and its members come from various backgrounds with different motivations for joining. The Russian Mafia operates not only in Russia but also in neighboring countries as well as in Europe and North America. They are involved in a variety of criminal enterprises from financial fraud to drug trafficking. The Russian Mafia has close ties to organized crime groups from other countries including China and Japan, and they have been known to collaborate with international terrorist organizations. The Russian Mafia is a highly adaptable and fluid organization that has been able to thrive in the changing political and economic landscape of post-Soviet Russia. Its members are known for their brutality and willingness to use violence to achieve their goals. Hierarchy and structure. One of the key differences between the Italian Mafia and the Russian Mafia lies in their organizational structure. The Italian Mafia has a well-defined hierarchy with clearly defined roles and ranks. Members are initiated through a formal process, and there are specific rules and regulations that govern their behavior. The Cosa Nostra has a traditional top-down approach with a strict chain of command. At the top of the hierarchy are the bosses who make strategic decisions and give orders to the members below them. Underneath the bosses are the soldiers who carry out the day-to-day operations of the organization. This structure ensures that there is a clear line of authority and that members know their place in the hierarchy. On the other hand, the Russian Mafia does not have such a rigid structure. It is more of a loose network of criminal groups that operate semi-independently. There is no formal initiation process, and membership is more fluid. The Russian Mafia is characterized by a high degree of autonomy and flexibility, which allows members to pursue their own interests, while still operating as part of the broader criminal network. This structure can make the Russian Mafia more adaptable and responsive to changing circumstances, but it also makes it more difficult to infiltrate and dismantle. Business activities. Both the Italian Mafia and the Russian Mafia are involved in a wide range of criminal activities, but there are some differences in their preferred areas of operation. The Italian Mafia has traditionally been involved in activities such as extortion, drug trafficking, and illegal gambling. They have also been involved in a wide range of legitimate businesses that they use as fronts for their criminal activities. For example, Italian Mafia has had a strong presence in the construction industry, where they have used their influence and connections to secure lucrative contracts. They have also been involved in the gaming and hospitality industries, where they have operated casinos and hotels that serve as fronts for their illegal operations. On the other hand, the Russian Mafia is involved in a wider range of criminal activities including racketeering, human trafficking, and arms dealing. They have also been involved in financial crimes such as money laundering and bank fraud. The Russian Mafia has been known to operate in industries such as oil and gas, mining and banking, where they use their connections and influence to exploit financial systems and evade regulations. Use of violence. Both the Italian Mafia and the Russian Mafia are known for their willingness to use violence to achieve their goals. However, the motivations and methods behind their use of violence differ. The Italian Mafia uses violence primarily as a means of intimidation and control. They use threats and acts of violence to instill fear in those around them and maintain their dominance in a particular territory or industry. The Italian Mafia also has a strong sense of honor, and they use violence to defend their reputation and that of their organization. On the other hand, the Russian Mafia uses violence as a more direct means of achieving their goals. They are willing to engage in violent confrontations to obtain their objectives and are not afraid to use excessive force. The Russian Mafia is also more likely to use violence against rival criminal groups, while the Italian Mafia is more likely to use violence against individuals who threaten their interests. Law enforcement and government. Both the Italian Mafia and the Russian Mafia have been able to evade law enforcement and government authorities for many years. However, the strategies they use to achieve this are different. The Italian Mafia has been able to operate for so long due to its ability to infiltrate government institutions and corrupt officials. They have been known to bribe law enforcement and government officials to turn a blind eye to their illegal activities. The Italian Mafia also has strong ties to local communities, and they are able to rely on the support of these communities to protect their interests. In contrast, the Russian Mafia has been able to evade law enforcement through a combination of violence, bribery, and sheer numbers. They have a large number of members and associates who are involved in criminal activities, and this makes it difficult for law enforcement to keep track of their operations. The Russian Mafia is also more willing to use violence against law enforcement officials, which makes it even more challenging to bring them to justice. The Italian and Russian Mafias are two distinct criminal organizations with different origins, structures, and activities. While both groups are involved in a range of criminal activities and are known for their use of violence, they have different approaches to their criminal enterprises. The Italian Mafia is characterized by its traditional hierarchical structure and its involvement in activities such as extortion, drug trafficking, and illegal gambling. The Russian Mafia, on the other hand, is a more loose-knit network of criminal groups that are involved in a wider range of activities, including racketeering, human trafficking, and arms dealing. Understanding the differences between these two criminal organizations is crucial for law enforcement and government agencies as they work to combat their activities and bring their members to justice. Which mafia do you think is more dangerous, the Italian Mafia or the Russian Mafia? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Thanks for watching.